Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. With the catch, it's Thomas. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Daron Paynes, the Marcel Darius is when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quentin Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they built this dynasty at Alabama.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive.
Going for the big play. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down.
I'll tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. Fourth down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, man.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Caught over the middle. It's Horton. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
To the air, it's Simpson. He's got it on the move. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be first and goal. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you,
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
See, now linebackers are just big meatheads, right? They come downhill and hit you in the mouth. What a good job of understanding. It's a passing situation. I drop back. I see it. I break on the football in zone coverage. Give me that rock.
Here's a heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Sharp. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Rush is on him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Gonna take a shot. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Back's got it. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Second and goal coming up. Quarterback sneaks it ahead. Sneaks it in.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Durham. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. He's got an open man. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Fires to the wideout. Finds his man, it's Anderson. This senior shows some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw again. Pressure coming. He'll take the deep shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
I think everybody thinks when you say middle of the field safety, that's an easy responsibility. There's a lot of field in the middle, okay? I got to cover a lot of space. He does an unbelievable job covering space, breaking on the football, seeing the route, and going and getting the interception. Nice play by that safety.
That's caught. It's Miller. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Catch in the middle. It's Horton. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we can just keep going on guy after guy after guy that they had that wore that uniform that was a big-time elite playmaker on the outside.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Makes the grab. It's Bernard. Turning it on. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Hand off from the shotgun. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
To throw, it's Simpson. Got it in the middle, it's Bernard. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Another 1st down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. To the air on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Cuevas. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Makes the catch. It's Durham. This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically historically, the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Matt, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Palmer. These two teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the calendar at the start of the season. We all know that conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications are on the line. And the intensity level in this game, it's simply unmatched in college football.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have...
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
He's got it in the end zone for the two as they trim more off of that lead. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Going downfield for the big play. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown tie.
Can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. What a lift that can give your team. Take a kickoff back 88 to the house. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for.
And it's frustrating because you go into half and the coach...
Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Nittany Lions will boot it away to start the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. Makes it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Really good-looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
Oh, he's got some space. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Give to the back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
You know, these little 1 to 2, 3-yard gains early, they're like body blows in a boxing match, and those gains become 10, 12, 15-yarders as the game goes on, and they wear this defense down.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Bama! Once he got some room, it was over.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. On the run, it's Singleton. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him... to the 20.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Back to pass. grab behind the line is Singleton. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
The Tide crowd, rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires toward the target. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. A low-line drive and not his best work. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Offense trying to go pitch and trying to get to the outside, but how about the speed on defense, scraping down the line of scrimmage, rallying to the football and creating a negative play.
Dropping back, it's Simpson. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Bernard. There he goes! Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And that is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. To the air, it's Simpson. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out and be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the... He's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
And the quarterback hung up to and sacked at the 12.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Buys a little extra time. And as he throws, and that one falls incomplete, a huge stand by the defense.
There are analytics.
see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Gamecocks will put total leather and we'll get started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Running back searching for a hole. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Pulls it in, it's Horton. Oh, what a cut! Across the 25, he's got room. Shoved out of bounds, they'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Well, the offense is humming now, and you're seeing they can generate explosive plays in a variety of ways. They had the big run on the previous play. That time they're able to take a shot. Everything they're dialing up right now is working beautifully.
Not many receivers like to be hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Now improvising. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
It's really hard on a defense to drop back and know it's pass. And then a quarterback like that, he just has the ability to pull it down and just, bam, shoot through a hole, chew up yards so fast, outrun fast guys. It's just really hard to stop.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Alabama!
Now, coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did. And they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Got his man.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with the wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Extending the play. He turns it loose to the left. He's got it! And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. The Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. The give. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. They'll try to snap it quickly. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier, and bring him simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Using the quick game. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Third down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You know, you got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes and gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The play action fake. Dances away. Got enough space. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
Now second and goal and right in the teeth of this noise. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Throw to the end zone. Picked off.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Bernard.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in the easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on second and inches. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
This offense tries to get rolling from its own 15 on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Bernard. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You can tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
Quarterback adapting. Ball is loose. And the ball is going to land out of bounds. They'll maintain possession and pick up a few yards in the process. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Here comes the heat. And now they've lost the ball here.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on it.
They'll try to convert on fourth and long after giving up that big sack. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect a costly turnover on down.
Yeah, and I tell you what, that takes some onions to go for it in your own territory like that. I mean, they're treating this like it's a video game. They don't even care. They don't worry about the outcome. No big deal.
Flushed out of the pocket. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. You've got to find completions strung together.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They're setting up the screen. Nice move there. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling past and kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Yeah, at this point on offense, it's all about finding completions and finding your rhythm. They get a few yards there with the slant.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll run it from the gun. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on third and short. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Makes the grab, it's Horton. Breaks into the open. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Looking to fire. Pulls it in, it's Miller. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Grab near the sticks. It's Bernard. The chains will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, it's Simpson. It's complete to the right. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Snap in the shotgun. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
The defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Line out, trying to get it in. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown tie.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, but not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. On a little time, lets it go. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Snagged out of the air. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. And the Gamecocks in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. On the move, he fires. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Yeah, and I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Turning it on. Got the first down and more. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to throw, it's Simpson. Quickly out to the tight end. Ball down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive game.
Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Quickly complete.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
4th and 1. I think everybody in the stadium knew what was coming. It was going to be QB sneak, trying to get some push. Quarterback, see if you can find a crease. Pick up the first. Keep the drive alive.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Back to pass, it's Simpson. It's complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. And his throw is incomplete. Here comes third and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. That's caught. It's Miller. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the 1st down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Miller. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll sneak it. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Man, you feel pretty good about a quarterback sneak most of the time. Such a short yardage play. I just got to find a little crease and get through it. But this defense was more than ready for it. Built that wall up front. Nowhere to go, no push, big stop by the D.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. The give to the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's going to run it. Wide open downfield. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Takes it the other way. And with the interception, they'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bama!
At this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time? Pop gets the pick 6 to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the 4th quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll do it himself on the draw.
Great job by the defense, staying aware on that play here late in the game with the lead, and the offense needs to throw the football. They're trying to make it look like pass before handing it off on the draw. but the defense wasn't fooled, and they make a nice tackle.
Caught close to the marker. It's Bennett. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
When offenses run these slant routes, it's about putting the ball right on the numbers, and defensively, I got to be able to take those angles right away. See where he's at, break on the football. Poor angles there.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to get the field position with the return.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine.